Okay, guys, so here we are again. Now this is going to be kind of interesting because it's a bit of an odd story. So this was the 431 from January of 1979 that I had on the video the other day, or where I fixed the easy light system on this thing. And there, it's got an improper cap on it, but I got some, like I said, I got some new single piece caps, gaskets inside I got to put into a thing. So again, I haven't touched this as far as the cleanup goes, but I have this one. Now this one was a bit of a lesson in objectivity, because when I got it, it didn't have a fuel tank. Well, it had a fuel tank, but it was all smushed. So I got another fount, but it also came from an easy light system. Now listen, I'm going to get rid of this here. I'm going to explain what was going on. So up until now, I've been using this StanSport propane conversion business here on this stove when I needed it, because it was convenient, and I really didn't have a proper working fount here, which I rectified today, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, this this stove is from January of 1986, and the date's upside down. You go one and you turn the thing over. Anyways, so this is what I did. I had a valve that did not have a valve wheel or a generator. I tried to use the generator from the smushed fuel tank, and it was also an easy light tank. Like you'll notice on the easy light tanks, it does not say here, it's not embossed on these tanks. On all the easy light tanks, there's no embossing here that says up to light, down to burn for this little handle, right? That's how you can tell it was an easy light fount, sorry. So I had some NOS generators. I put an NOS generator on this thing, cleaned up that valve. Again, I had another fount, which I put that, got all this organized here. The easy light system that was in this was ridiculous. Somebody had looked like they hammered tried to hammer the eccentric, the cam. There's a cam on the easy lights. It's right here. It's right in behind here. In behind this valve, there's a cam that is angled, and it pushes up and down on the air wire in the fuel pickup tube. And if you take this valve, if you take this out of here, you have to take the main valve out of the fount in order to take the fuel pickup tube out to get it all back together correctly. So somebody must have literally taken that and just hammered it, tried to hammer it back in there, because the pickup, the air wire, the fuel pickup air wire, the top of it was just bent right over. It was just outrageous. So I've used a fount from an easy light unit. It's dated 86. I don't know when I know the later models had a little bit darker paint than those ones. Like that's considered meadow green, and this is considered hunter green. When you're talking about Coleman colors, they never had any standardized colors, nor are there any codes or anything that you can tell anybody to get the proper color or get at least close match. I mean, you do what you can. But what I'm going to do here today, I'm just going to move this and that. We'll get that down out of the way, the old stuff here, and set this up here. And I'm going to add some fuel to this old puppy here, because I haven't tried it yet. It seems to pass air. It seems to do all the right things, make all the right noises. It does have a brand new fuel cap on it. And it's not really smelly in there. It smells okay. But we're going to find out if this thing's going to work. Because my curiosity has got the better of me. like I said, I've used this stove for cooking, but I used that Stansport propane adapter and it worked great. It's got good controllability and everything. I hear my bird. Chico, take a chowder. Have a chill pill, dude. I'm not gonna get out of control here, but I want enough fuel in this to, we're gonna make a cup of tea. I'm gonna boil some water and make some tea. We'll see how it works. I was surprised, I was really surprised how good a shape this fount was in. It was actually, you know, I looked at it and went, because even the inside of the stove is in great shape. Not too bad. So, make sure that's closed. Put that in there for a minute. Hey, what the? Why are you doing that, mister? That's not very nice of you. I thought I had that all organized. Apparently, I was wrong. All right. We're going to have to try and get that baby back in there. And we'll just give her. Don't even know if that's in there. Looked like it clipped in. Check valve looked good. I put a little penetrating fluid down there and shoved it through. And the one thing I don't have is my torch. Give me a second. Gotta have trusty torch, don't we, Bird? All right. I haven't got a clue if this is going to work, but we're going to find out. I'll just put a little heat on this new generator, but nothing too serious. Open that up. Oh, is that actually going? No. Oh. There's another one that's not happy. I don't know what it is with all the chuffing. I think we're gonna need to do a little cleaning on this puppy. We'll see. In the meantime, I'm making some tea because let's put this on here. That's there. Actually, we'll put the whole bottle in. What the hell? And while that's thinking about it, I'm gonna light the auxiliary burner to see if it works. Because I don't think I've lit the auxiliary burner on this one. Huh? Huh. I'm wondering whether or not I pump too much air in there, and that fuel's coming out under too much pressure, and that's why it's modulating like that. Okay, so I think it's pretty clear that these burners need to be taken apart and completely cleaned, even though this is a quite a bit newer stove. Like 1986 is when, at least when the fount was dated, but there's no telling. I mean, I just drag parts out from here and there and put something together to make it work. And this was real quick, down and dirty, like right on my sitting in front of my TV this afternoon when I got home from work. So we'll see what happens. I'll shut this off. I mean, the flame propagation around the burner looks good, but there could be something caught in the air tube. Could be any number of things going on here. We'll just let it go. But yeah, I got a I mean, I have this one, right? And you know, these are the ones that are embossed here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, the embossing, like up to light, down to burn, you know. And on any of the Canadian Easy Light models, it didn't have any embossing on them at all. This is from another one of my older stoves, one of my American ones, as a matter of fact. I'm hoping that this is going to, it's starting to do something in there anyways. Looks like I'm going to have to do something with that lid. Move it forward a bit. Well, I think it's starting to slow down a little bit on the chuff, but at the same time, I still think it probably needs to be taken apart and have a rod put through there with a brush on it, clean it all out. But yeah, it was another nice day today here. It's a little bit overcast now, but it's comfortable outside, which is nice. It's very comfortable. I got my tea bag in here. Treat myself nice. Oh, orange chamomile. Ooh. Hey. Afternoon stuff. Yeah, both of these stoves are going to need to be taken apart, and that one especially, because I want to give it a little bit of a clean up inside there. It seemed to work pretty good though. It didn't seem to be too frustrated about working, but it was chuffing too, and this one's chuffing, but it's not nowhere near as bad as it was when it first started up. I'm thinking I may have put too many pumps into it. There just might be too much pressure in there. Don't know. It's starting to level out a bit, so I'm not gonna mess with this at all. I'm just gonna let my water's starting to steam. So we'll get an eyeball on that in a couple minutes, see what it's boiling. Oh, it's boiling like crazy. Awesome. Now, we're just gonna run this down. This side's off anyways. But I want to open both sides up and let that burn for a while. I'll move that over here. If there is something living in there, the heat and the activity here and the heat will definitely give them a reason to move along. kind of weird. And it's hard to see because it's actually still pretty bright outside, but the inside of the stove is not in bad condition at all. This is definitely a like a later model than that one. And whoever it was that put that label on must have been just starting their job, because that label's not, well, it's not crooked, but she's got some crinkles into her. Yep, we'll figure it out somewhere down the road. But for right now, I'm not too worried about camping. Work is pretty busy, and I got a lot of other obligations. Maybe I might be lucky if I get a ride on my motorcycle. But when I come home, I don't mind spending 20 minutes or a half an hour trying to get something like that organized. At least now, instead of having to use the propane converter, I've got an actual operating fount that doesn't leak. The pump works, and the gas cap seals up, and it actually looks pretty good. Got a brand new generator on it, so there you go. All right, guys, thanks everybody for having a look at that, and I hope everyone has a great afternoon, and we'll look forward to seeing you again in the next one. Just keep them lit. Didn't take long to get that water boiling, that's for sure. Everybody keep them lit. We'll see you again soon. Take care.